How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the newest episode in the PSG series. I know you guys now have access to the beta, but this is the end of my early access footage that I got from the early access event that I went to at Sports Interactive to play some FM. Quickly in the background here, we've got the first league game of the season against Strasbourg, so you can see the highlights for this game where we ended up winning 3-2. But of course, all of this footage was from an early build of the game, and anything that you see on here may well be improved by the beta. And of course, if you're playing the beta, if there's anything peculiar that you find on there, be sure to report it on the forums anyway if you get a chance. So we're here for the opening game of the season, and as I say, 3-2 victory in the end over Strasbourg. We made really hard work of it in the end, but there we go, 3-2. Angel Di Maria with 2, and Alexander Kolarov from a channel possible. Fantastic football app to go and check out already. A link to them is in the top of the description down below to get all your live football news, your live football scores, your team news, your team iOS, and as I say, that is free to download in the link down below at the top of the description. So we're going to be having a game today against Marseille. It's a big derby game in the league, and of course we've started off the season quite positively with a win, and now we play up against Marseille. We're going to be quickly going through a few of our new transfers as well. We had a little bit of money to spend. We still do have a bit of money to spend, but the newest signings, the first one being Moussa Dembele from Lyon. We signed him. I wanted a backup striker, really, someone that wasn't really going to get in ahead of Mbappe, wasn't really going to get in ahead of Icardi, but he's the man, Moussa Dembele. Of course, he's already played a game for Lyon in the league, but we paid £30 million for him, which I thought wasn't the worst signing in the world. He actually started his career with PSG, who sold him off for 275k, and we've re-signed him now for £30 million. It's not the first time that's happened in world football, but it certainly won't be the last. But a really good player with some good attributes. And the second player was David Calabria from AC Milan. He's going to be the backup right back for us this season. He's going to play backup to Thomas Meunier. And again, some great attributes on him. Really decent player, mentally fantastic with some good determination and good teamwork. And of course, still very young at 22 years of age. So I'm pretty happy with that capture of him. And I think he'll be a great player for us to as I say, as a backup for Meunier. So good signing indeed. And we signed him for £23 million, which again, I don't think is the worst amount of money in the world. Before we move on though, guys, as well, let me know in the comment section down below which teams are you managing on the beta. It is finally here, quite a little bit earlier than what most people expected, so I'm really glad that you guys are going to be able to play this game, because it is really a lot of fun. So yeah, Calabria is the man, and players out. I don't think anyone else has left since the last episode. Of course, Cavani and Kazawa both left the club. But we are going to be playing up against Marseille today, and a good team and a good first sort of battle for us indeed. And of course, sticking at the moment with our 4-2-3-1. I had a little bit of a play with the corner tactics, playing a deep corner in just to see how that works. Of course, I've only played one game with it with the Marseille game, so not really tested it too much. But here are the teams for this game. And Marseille starting with Steve Mandanda in goal, Marvi, Rojo, Alvaro, and Malcute at the back, Strootman, Runiga, and Guardado in the middle, Payet, Sarr, and Benedetto. We're starting Icardi, Neymar, Sarabia, and Di Maria, Verratti, Herrera, Kolarov, Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, Meunier, and Keylor Navas in goal. So plenty of talent on display, especially for us, and it should really be a winnable game. And Marseille being the home team, I know this fixture actually happened in real life just the weekend just gone. I know PSG got a fairly comfortable victory. So let's see if we can do the same. Kicking it towards the right in our orange kit, and Marseille in their away kit. So only a short video today, guys, but I wanted to get this sort of content out for you as soon as I can. Of course, we're already 3 episodes in to the series, and this is going to be a series that could last 1 to 2 seasons for sure, but we're ahead of the game anyway. Di Maria coming close to that first effort on goal. Very, very nice effort indeed, and wasn't too far away from scoring the goal. And Marseille actually were probably the strongest team in this game. You'll see them creating some chances here. Sarr, he found Malcute on the right-hand side, and the ball came into Benedetto, who smashed it home. I love the animation and the net rippling. Of course, that may have changed when the game comes out, but that was a massive Another powerful shot on Dario Benedetto getting his first goal of the season and ripping the net in the end, and giving Marseille a lead just before the half-hour mark, which is, of course, disappointing. Pretty poor defensive work there. Keylor Navas, of course, couldn't keep that one out either. And it was just a matter of, well, we needed to wake up, really. Marseille, this is straight after their goal as well. Coming forward again, creating chances. These two, Verratti and Thiago Silva, not a clue what those two are doing. And Malcute there, playing it in for Benedetto, probably should have doubled his tally. Keylor Navas with a tremendous stop to keep us in the game there. And they went into half-time, and despite us having 14 shots, only 3 on target, a really disappointing first half of football from us. And of course, our best chance really was that chance that Angel Di Maria had. Unfortunately, Neymar picked up a slight knock, so we did bring him off. I had Mbappe on the bench, who condition-wise was okay. Sharpness wasn't great, so I decided to bring Mbappe on. I switched Di Maria around and put him on the left, Di Maria on the Mbappe on the right. And I thought, having the luxury of bringing Neymar off and Mbappe on is great. But then look what happened. Just 10 minutes after, Kylian Mbappe then picked up a serious injury as well. And unfortunately, we had to sacrifice him. But on the bench, we didn't have anyone really that I could use. So we had to sort of change formation. In the end, we brought Idrissa Gueye on. But to be honest, what I could have done in hindsight was brought Moussa Dembele on and had a 4-2-2 and had a Dembele and Icardi up top. But we didn't do that. And we're into just about half an hour to go. What a chance this is. Icardi threw on goal, straight at Mandanda. Any striker of a world-class calibre have got to be putting that into the back of the net. But pretty disappointed that we haven't got the goal as of yet. Verratti's ball came in. Alvaro headed away, only as far as Idrissa Gueye, who of course scored some cracking goals in the first episode. I think it was the first or second episode where we had the pre-season. And we just weren't creating clear-cut opportunities, and we weren't putting our chances away. We just didn't look good. Corner again, half cleared. This time only as far as Sarabia into Verratti, who have got high hopes for this series, and a Herrera. Finally, we get the goal. And a Herrera, first goal of the season, and it is a beautiful strike by the Spaniard. Smashed in, and he makes it 1-1 with just under half an hour to go, and a lovely strike from the new central midfielder. But look at that. No other real clear-cut chances up until the last moments of the game. We did bring Dembele on to play up top, and this was a massive chance. In the dying moments of the game, Sarabia, through on goal, hits the woodwork. He should have laid it across, really, but he hit the woodwork, went for it alone. And unfortunately, that wasn't enough for us to get any more out of the game. But for us to come from behind, show some decent character. But we spurned a lot of good chances, and we probably should have gone and won the game. Marseille with a sort of half chance here. Sanson at the end of the game skied it. Keylor Navas knew it was going over and left it. But there we go. Full time it finished. Marseille 1, PSG 1. And our first game, or second game of the season, for the first time in the season, we dropped points. 25 shots, just a 5 on target, which is pretty disappointing, and it's something that we could definitely improve on. And there is confirmation of that draw, sitting top of the league at the moment, but of course everyone else with a game in hand over us. Mbappe unfortunately out for 2 to 3 weeks. Of course, Neymar's got an injury as well. He's out for about a week. But it'll be great when we finally get all of these guys back together, and imagine that strike force and that attack of Mbappe, Di Maria, Neymar, Icardi and co. But yeah, there we go. End of episode 3 of the PSG save here on Football Manager 20. Feels great to say that. But of course, you guys are now playing the beta as well. I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys get on the game. Be sure to hit the like button down below if you haven't already, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And we'll be back for episode 4 extremely soon, where we'll probably come back for the first Champions League group stage games. But until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you all very, very soon.